Leicester City 0, Manchester United 1. There you have it, guys. A well-deserved, hard-fought, hopefully that sees Elanga on the bench, Anthony on the right, Sancho on the left, and we hopefully will be cooking this season. If United click and get that cohesion in the attack, problems. Where we were just bopping it. We were just tiki-taka, just, one touch, round the corner. So I saw times where we were playing that Ten Hag ball, but we just need to sustain it. We need to learn how to, now that we've got the defensive cohesiveness, let's start working on the attacking cohesiveness. Arsenal fans, you've been talking a lot. Sunday, put up or shut up, man. Leicester City 0, Manchester United 1. There you have it, guys. A well-deserved, hard-fought, dogged, battled performance by Manchester United. Got the win in the end. Very well-deserved. Lots to talk about, guys. Lots to get into today. Once again, Ronaldo left out. Maguire left out. Shaw left out. Ten Hag went with the team that started the last game. So much to talk about, guys, in this game. Not the best game to watch, but one thing I have to say, guys, defensively and structurally, Manchester United look very, very sound. Before we get into it, guys, as usual, smash the like, turn on your notifications, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe below. So yeah, guys, we did it, Man United. That is 3 wins on the bounce, and that is also a back-to-back clean sheet. First and foremost, no Shaw, no Maguire, and no Ronaldo. Many people were surprised. A lot of my friends that I talked to couldn't believe that Ronaldo was starting on the bench, but Ten Hag decided to go with the same team that beat Southampton and the same team that started against Liverpool, which meant Ronaldo was on bench, Rashford up front. I have my feelings and I have my thoughts about Rashford playing up front, but I trust in Ten Hag and I trust in the manager, and this is the manager that I wanted. So when the team sheet was read out, I did notice Scott McTominay's name, and once again, I have a few things to say about Scott McTominay. I think in the long term, that's, Casemiro's spot. But that being said, let's be honest, as much as I don't think Scott McTominay is good enough, he didn't have the worst game today. He wasn't one of the worst people on the pitch. But yeah, very surprising team sheet. Very surprised he went with the team that he went with, but United have won. Who are we to question the manager when he is getting the results? United started very quickly. One thing I'm enjoying is the way that United start games. Under Oli, we started lethargically. We were sloppy. We didn't press. We didn't have any energy. Under Ten Hag, apart from the first 2 games, under Ten Hag, I've noticed there is an intensity. There is a purpose in the way that we press. There's not one person pressing on his own. There's not one man doing his own thing. We're pressing as a unit, which is the only way to press. If you're pressing by yourself, you're going to destroy your lungs in 5 minutes. So United were pressing as a unit, and there is a cohesion, perhaps not in attack, not yet, but at least structurally, there is something in United. You can see once again, and I spoke about this in my previous video, there is a togetherness at the back. Every time somebody performs a last-ditch tackle, the defense is high-fiving each other and giving each other hugs. Like, what is that? I haven't seen that in a United side in such a long time. So to just see that togetherness and that fighting spirit from these players is actually a breath of fresh air. It's a breath of fresh air, and it makes you realise, why weren't we seeing this before? When Maguire was, and I'm not coming down to Maguire here, but he's a captain, right? So when Maguire was playing I didn't really see that, and it brings me back to that time when I think Martial got sent off against Tottenham, and it wasn't a sending off for me. And if it was a sending off, it was a very, very soft sending off. But you know how players didn't fight, and the only player I think were trying to fight it or argue or do anything was Rashford. I think Maguire was trying to pull Rashford away, saying, "Rashford, don't worry, leave it alone." And I'm thinking, if that was Roy Keane, you think Roy Keane would be saying, "Leave it"? Roy Keane will be in a referee's ear, in referee's face, giving referee, a piece of his mind. So to see that togetherness in the back four, I think that is the key. I think that's the key. There seems to be now a foundation for which we can build on. For the first time in a long time, I feel like structurally, we are sound. We are not going to be easy to beat. And not only structurally, but all the players are running. There's energy, like I said, and there's purpose in our running. People are not just running for the sake of running. We're closing people down systematically, in like triangles, and we're cutting down spaces. I can see what we're doing in terms of tactically and intelligently. And we look difficult to beat. We look difficult to break down, and that's a really good thing. Defensively, we were dominant today, and Leicester City were at home. And I know Leicester City are at the bottom of the league and they're not having a good time, but we're still away from home, and this is still a new team. So I was impressed with United structurally and defensively. As we know, the defense is always the foundation. I think Fergie used to say that to build a team, you need to have a great defense. You need to start with your defense, and I think that is a defense that United can build on. Now it just needs a little sprinkle of stardust in the midfield and the attack to make everything work. And in time and with cohesion, I'm hoping we will see more Ten Hag ball. Anyway, so the game wasn't the best game. Like I said, the first half was, I think, better than the second half, to be fair. Eriksen was great today. Eriksen, you can see the technical ability of Eriksen. He just kept the ball ticking. Every time he had it, you just got it, moved it. Received it, moved it. Got it, moved it to the left. Sprayed it to the right. He just kept everything ticking away. And like I said, to be fair, Scott McTominay, hey, police. Sirens. Shush. I'm trying to record here. To be fair, Scott McTominay had a good game as well. I always get onto Scott McTominay, but he didn't hide. I don't think he hid. He made forward passes. He closed down the space. And Scott McTominay is there for his physicality. Let's be honest, guys. He's there for his physicality. And that's what he did today. He was physical and he got stuck in. And he stopped a few counterattacks. He had a good game. He had a good game today. Rashford was just Rashford, wasn't he? Rashford is not a striker to me. And I don't think he ever really will be. But he ran today. I've criticised Rashford in the past for not running, for just walking around on the pitch and not trying. But he didn't have the best of games. He didn't hold the ball up well, But he made runs. He ran his socks off. He still gave the opposition something to worry about. So he was okay. Sancho, once again, okay. And that's the problem. I'm going to say all the defenders were great. The midfielders were good. And the attackers were okay. So you're going to start seeing the issue with United. Yes, defense, great. But we just need now to start doing things and making the right decisions in our attack. Sancho, decent game. He's good goal. He was very composed finish. And that's what I like about Sancho. He doesn't rush. He plays football at his pace. With Anthony coming in, it'll be very interesting now. Anthony's in, and I think in my last video, I did say that I believe Sancho was moved over to the left in United's previous game to get ready for Anthony. So with Anthony on the right, who replaces Elanga, and what can I say about Elanga? Elanga, he tried. He's a trier, and he tries. That's it. It's not fair any longer. He's a youngster and he's not ready. This is not his level, and he should be somebody perhaps in the squad, maybe. He shouldn't be starting first team for United. So now that we have Anthony, who plays off the right, left-footed right winger, hopefully that sees Elanga on the bench, Anthony on the right, Sancho on the left, and we hopefully will be cooking this season. If United click and get that cohesion in the attack, problems. But anyway, we sidetrack. Back to the game. Eriksen, my man of the match. You know, keeping things ticking. Bruno was Bruno. Bruno was just Brunoing. He was doing Bruno stuff. Bruno, at some parts I was saying, yes, Bruno, great tackle. You know, Bruno, thing about Bruno, he has an infectious energy. I criticize Bruno. I do. You have to. You know, you have to talk about people's faults and people's strengths. You know, he has strengths, but Bruno has a lot of weaknesses. But one of Bruno's strengths is that drive, that determination, that running. He just never gives up. And as captain, you know, he's on the field and he's like that. You have Martinez, he's kind of like that. You have Malacia. You kind of see a certain type of personality that Ten Hag wants in his team. Dogs, basically. He wants dogs. Bastards. But, you know, he had good moments, but he also had bad moments. He had moments when he was doing Bruno things and giving the ball away needlessly and making the wrong decisions. And that's where I talk about the cohesion. When we're not making the right decisions when we are going forward, and that needs to be sorted out. But second half, we came out, you know, we let Leicester back into the game. We did let Leicester back into the game. But, you know, it was a hard-fought victory, and United won. And 3 wins back-to-back, 2 clean sheets. Once again, the defence, Dalot, Malacia, Martinez, Varane, amazing. Ronaldo came on. I think it was a good thing Ronaldo came on. And I hope, because I still think Man United play better football and are a better team, keyword team, with Martial as the vocal point. But we need Ronaldo. And Ronaldo came on, and even though he didn't score, and it showed, his legs showed today. You know, certain times he was through, and he couldn't run, or he tried to skip past a player and he couldn't do it. So he's getting old, guys. He's getting old, and his legs are gone. But he still has that quality to finish, and we're going to need that this season. We are going to need that this season because we can't rely on Martial's because of his injuries, and we've seen that. So Ronaldo came on, did what he had to do. Casemiro, do you know what? Casemiro came on, and he was, for the first 5 minutes, he was doing, like, every pass was just one touch. And I was thinking, all right, stop showing off. Like, one touch pass. And I'm thinking, this guy. And I'm thinking, you're supposed to be a destroyer, but he was moving the ball. He was moving it side to side. And I think one of the first times he touched the ball, he actually skipped past the player. And I'm thinking, okay, you're showing that you're Brazilian. You're showing the world you're actually Brazilian. You can skip past people. So, yeah, Casemiro came on, did what he had to do, helped us close shop. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Casemiro in the future for Manchester United. Great dogged performance. But I say great performance. It was a great performance, but it wasn't a good game to watch. And it wasn't the best game to watch. And United now need to start finding that attacking cohesiveness. I saw parts where we were just bopping it. We were just tiki-taka, just, one touch, round the corner. So I saw times where we were playing that Ten Hag ball, but we just need to sustain it. We need to learn how to apply sustained pressure. The way that Man City pin teams back and just pass, sustained pressure. Keep rotating the ball, don't lose it, keep rotating. We'll need to find a way to start developing that style of play. That is the next step. Now that we've got the defensive cohesiveness, let's start working on the attacking cohesiveness, the overlaps, and when are the wingers going to tuck in and all of these things. So good win. Anthony has arrived. Can't wait to see the Brazilian do his thing. We haven't had a signing like this in a long time. We haven't had a player like this in a long time. Martial isn't, when we signed him, he wasn't like this. He wasn't explosive. He was very quick. He wasn't explosive. And he was a good dribbler. Rashford is not really like this. And Sancho's not as explosive as people think he is. He's not even as quick as people think he is. Sancho's not that quick. He's more of a close control dribbler. And that's why I think in the future, Sancho will probably turn into a number 10 because he doesn't have that explosiveness that Rashford has. But Anthony not only has that close control that Sancho has, he doesn't only have the explosiveness that Rashford has. He also has the also technical ability of Martial. So I'm excited to see what Anthony can do. Arsenal fans have been talking. You guys have been talking for weeks, and I get it. 5 wins. But hear that, police? It's coming for you. All of you. I swear, where I live, there's so many police sirens. It's crazy. But yeah, Arsenal fans, you've been talking a lot. Sunday, just put up or shut up, man. Because all I'm saying is time. Let's see what Jesus does, All I'm saying, Martinez might have Jesus in his pocket. Martinez might go home and be like, oh snap, I forgot. Hello, Jesus. I don't know. That might happen. But anyway, onwards and upwards. Let's see more now, United. Let's build on this. End of the transfer market. We've done our business. A lot of people complaining. I get why to a certain extent, but at the end of the day, if someone said to me, by the end of this window, United are going to have 5 players that walk into the first team, i.e., half the first team is going to be changed. Not 2 or 3 players going to the first team. 5. Almost every signing goes into that first team. So if someone told me that, I would bit your hand off. So I get why people are disappointed, but in retrospect, we're going to look at this window and say, do you know what? This was a decent window for United. It was. But yeah, let's go. This is going to be a decent season. Haaland is just making everyone look stupid at the moment. Someone needs to chop his legs off because he's just fake. When somebody's just made in a laboratory. Haaland is made, he's like Captain America. Someone gave him some serum because he's just fake. He just doesn't look like a human. And when you watch Haaland play, Haaland doesn't really pass the eye test. He looks gangly. He's a bit like Peter Crouchish, that's funny. Doesn't really pass the eye test, but he doesn't care. He's just efficient. He's like, no, I don't care. I don't care about sexy football. I don't care about all of that. I'm just scoring. I score. In fact, I don't think he speaks fluent. He probably just says, Haaland, score. Haaland, score. That's it. That's all he knows. That's all he knows how to do. He's just scary. That kid is just he's not human. I don't know what we're going to do with. Because this guy scored like 8 or 9 goals already. And it's just like, what is this? What is this? But anyway, that's it. Good game. Good result. Get ready for Arsenal on Sunday. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the channel, please subscribe. Please share. Please do whatever so it can grow. I'm always going to give my reactions to every single Man United game. What do you think? Leave your comments below. Who was your man in the match? Who stood out? What do you think about the defence? What do you think about my comments about the defensive structure? What do you think about, the fact that United now need to start working on some sort of attacking cohesion, which will come, hopefully, because we are getting better. What do you think about the transfer window, the transfer market overall, the signing of Anthony? How excited are you about the signing of Anthony? Let me know. Leave your comments. Have a conversation, guys. Let's try to grow this channel because we can always have a little I wouldn't say it's not pre, is it? A post, chat here and everyone can come and have a conversation. We can grow it and we can, do call-ins and do whatever. Who knows? But yeah, share, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all of that shizzle shazzle. Let's go. Sunday against Arsenal. Peace.